In our next story, in a bid to curb public spending, the Ghanaian President John Mahama has imposed a ban on first-class travel for all government appointees. He also directed the Chief of Staff to formally notify ministers and officials of an immediate restriction on non-essential travel to further reduce government expenses. Let's take a look at this.
The hallmark of this government will be modesty and respect for the Ghanaian people. There will be no room for arrogance and pomposity in this government. The resources that you'll be working with belong to the Ghanaian people who put us in office. Those resources are not to be wasted on opulence and extravagance. I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I've imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff.
We've seen this pattern across several African countries, them saying that they're going to have more austerity measures in place and curb first-class travel, and yet we still see these people on first-class flights as we are passing to go to economy. But we're going to take just a few tweets, one or two now. The nursing guy says, more austerity measures targeted at CEOs and MDs of state institutions will go a long way to cement his name in the history books. I only have time for one more tweet. Ego says, if they want first class, they should pay for it. Simpliciter. I agree. Do you have a story that you think would benefit from the platform of trending now? A story that should be trending and is worthy of this platform? Tag us in your video or your story at #trendingnow, and we will be sure to get at you. Ms. Ibrahim and Ms. Veronica and Mr. Ibrahim, your thoughts on any of these stories that piqued your interest?
Unfortunately, our time is up. We cannot make comments on any of these stories, but tomorrow is another day. Thank you, Olamide, for bringing us up to speed.